All right, so we made it from the Ramallah KFC to the Tulkarm KFC. Welcome to Tulkarm.
Wow, Tulkarm actually looks like a genuine open-air prison. Looks disgusting. Looks destroyed. Looks like a place where refugees like to live. The biggest joke in history.
Ever since like October 7th, it's practically like desert.
Also, many of
These are the consequences of starting a war against Israel. You want people to prosper? Awesome. Don't commit terror attacks. Saluki, an Israeli content creator, drives inside Tulkarm, claiming there's complete destruction by the Israeli forces. Total chaos, and this is not Gaza, this is Tulkarm. Yet I wasn't seeing the destruction he was talking about. Let's take a look.
Today, we're going to Tulkarm, and we have to get on one of these orange taxis. But not a lot of people in their right mind would want to go to Tulkarm right now. I'm not exactly in my right mind, so... Can you say that again for the camera? You gotta hear what Andre just asked me.
Yes, can you please send me your full name and your ID number so that if we get arrested, that my lawyers can get us?
Okay.
But this trip sounds like the start of a joke. Like one Israeli Palestinian, and a Russian walking to Tulkarm.
So that's 30 shekels for a journey of 50 kilometers, which will hopefully take an hour and a half, but you never know in the West Bank. We're passing through Area C now, and those little buildings over there, those are settlements, improvised settlements that are built by the Hilltop Youth. The Hilltop Youth are a loosely organized group of extremist Israeli settlers that go and build outposts on different hills in the West Bank. Here we have an
If it's Area C, then it's not an illegal settlement, because as for the Oslo Accords that were signed in 1993, Area C is going to be controlled civilly and security-wise by Israel. Area B, security-wise only by Israel and the PA, and Area A only by the PA. So if they're on Area C, they're not settlers. They're in proper Israel.
ad for a settlement called Hamra. They're basically saying, like, come buy a house here, it's cheap.
Hamra had, I think, around 15 communities expelled by this one particularly aggressive settler called Moshe Shabrit, who was sanctioned by a bunch of countries, who literally shot people, attacks a lot of people. From a small outpost where you can actually come there, they have like this tourist attraction, and settlers come there to the outpost. And yeah, he just goes around with his gun and his sheep, harassing locals, and several families have been expelled from the area.
Here is the big ostentatious red sign telling you not to enter Area A, of course, as an Israeli citizen. That was okay. I saw the soldier taking his mekborek out of the gun. In the Israeli army, they have a little red thing that they put in the gun so that you know that you don't have a bullet, and for some reason he cocked his gun and took it out. Did you notice that?
I wasn't looking.
Why would he not? He's in the West Bank. He needs to be safe. He doesn't know which guy is going to come out of his car trying to shoot him or stab him or explode next to him. He doesn't know. Why was he with a mekborek from the beginning? Be prepared if somebody attacks you.
That's my best to ignore them.
Yeah.
But the driver literally said to us just now, duck down before he shoots at you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're the only three that are not from Ramallah or Tulkarm.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Why would they shoot you if you don't do anything? What a stupid driver, and what a stupid group of people.
He asked the driver in Hebrew, like, where are these people from? And the driver responded in Arabic. There are huge potholes in the road, molehills. The driver is just swerving in between them, so we're starting to see the destruction of Tulkarm. All right, so we made it from the Ramallah KFC to the Tulkarm KFC. Welcome to Tulkarm.
Wow, Tulkarm actually looks like a genuine open-air prison. Looks disgusting. Looks destroyed. Looks like a place where refugees like to live. The biggest joke in history. Nobody's a refugee. They're just living in their own homes.
On the KFC's Express. That went really smooth, surprisingly. How long did it take? 1 hour and a half, 2?
Hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we were coming from Bethlehem and it took us 6
6
hours.
six
More
and
than
a half.
Six and a half hours.
From
And that
Bethlehem.
should be a 2-hour drive. Like it's
1 hour even,
checkpoints.
yeah.
Yeah,
1 hour, yeah. Yeah, that was smooth. We didn't have much traffic. We didn't have much checkpoint. It wasn't sweltering hot like it often is inside the service taxi, so alhamdulillah. This dude is inviting us to his cafe from across the street.
انت من وين؟
من الداخل.
انت من الداخل اي من المنطقة؟
من ناريا.
نهاري انت اصلك عربي ولا يهودي؟
يهودي يعني.
والشاب اللي معه؟
الشاب واحد روسي وواحد عرب 48.
يعني انتوا ضيافة هون جايين تصوروا؟ شو؟
يعني كيف المخيم نور شمس، كيف المخيمات.
تعال تجيب له، تعال جيبه. جيب هذاك الشاب بنضيفكم، جيبه تعال قعدوا هون. احنا مدينة تلكرم هون صارت منكوبي.
منكوبي؟
طلع غشي هذا. انا هون كنت انا قبل الحرب كنت ابيع كل يوم 1000 شيكي. هسه ببيع 100 شيكي. عشان
Maybe if you wouldn't have terrorists living in Tulkarm trying to kill Jews, or on the contrary, kill people that they claim were spies for Israel, maybe you would have more business.
اليهود رايحين جايين الجيش، رايحين جايين هسه وقفوا ناس.
الجيش رايحين هون؟
لا هون هاي هذا الشارع بروحوا وبيجوا بخافوا الناس. عاملين رعب عند الناس.
فاهم.
وبضرب السيارات وهو ماشي، والسيارات اللي بتروحش من قدامه بزيحها بزكها. الناس صارت تخاف، بطلت تطلع من دورها. طلع هذا شارع كان اقتصادي. يعني لازم تنقلوا هاي الصورة. لف تعالوا.
Like, let me host you like guests, because you're gonna show this to the world. You know, the destruction. Let me show the people how nice we are, how sweet we are. Let me show you.
لف تعال شربتم قهوة.
He's telling us come drink coffee, so yeah.
By the way, this KFC brand, when I was like a teenager, it used to be full like all the time. Like we used to come here because there's no KFC in like 48. So we used to come all the way to here, and it would be like you would wait an hour to find a seat, and then an hour for your order to get ready. And as you can see, it's like abandoned. It just has the lights on, no customers, nothing.
So it was the KFC in Tulkarm the only one?
It was.
Saluki, I'm trying to find the immense destruction. You said this is not Gaza in the title. It's Tulkarm. Where's the immense damage? Looks like a pretty normal place to me.
40-minute drive from here.
From here, yeah. Mother of Call, if you want. Yeah, it's a village called Mother of Call.
As you can see, like from the military operations, practically no one comes to Tulkarm nowadays.
Yeah.
But it used to be like not a tourist spot, but a lot of like Israeli Palestinians would come here to like buy groceries.
Yeah, like Jenin, Tulkarm, like
exactly.
Yeah, do shopping, buy groceries.
Yeah, which was the main income of most of these cities, and ever since like October 7th, it's practically like desert.
Also, many of
These are the consequences of starting a war against Israel. These are the consequences. You want people to prosper? Awesome. Don't commit terror attacks. Don't kill Israelis, Jews, Arabs. Just let them live. And that way you can prosper as well. It's very simple.
the checkpoints entering Jenin and Tulkarm are closed. So,
they if they open them for a couple of hours, close them off for days, weeks.
Assalamu alaikum.
ويلكم.
انت بشربش قهوة؟ وانت فلسطيني?
Yeah.
You call yourself Palestinian?
One of the funniest things like they used to tell me is that when I used to grow a beard.
I'm trying to find the immense destruction. Let me just try and find the destruction. Again, I don't see any destruction. I'm trying to find the destruction in the title. This is not Gaza. This is Tulkarm. Let's see. Here, a little bit of sign of destruction. Let's see.
A sniper.
In the Tulkarm refugee camp, which has been entirely cleared.
This is the destruction?
The camp itself has been almost completely razed, and there is more destruction deeper, but we're kind of afraid to go there because...
Guys, this place is called a camp. Where are the tents? Where are the tents of the refugees? Why is this place called a camp? This is where normal people live, not refugees. I'm sick of this lie. I'm sick of it. It looks damaged, but not destroyed.
Because we've been told that we will get shot.
And Andre spotted a sniper.
The Israeli Ministry of Defense is saying that they intend to stay in the camps for at least until the end of the year, which is insane.
As you can see, houses left completely desolate with water bottles on the floor. And some of these houses, the Israeli soldiers Soldiers came and stayed in them and slept in them and set up camp. In fact, the house of the man that hosted us, Noor, his original house, the soldiers stayed in it for 1 whole month. And that's why he's staying where he's staying right now. He's actually renting the place for 2,000 shekels a month. But he can't go back to the house that he used to have, which is right next to the refugee camp. He can't go back and sleep there, even though the soldiers are gone.
No, it says.
Do you understand why soldiers need to use specific homes in places like Tulkarm when they conduct an operation? What do you expect? Do you expect them to go back to their base every night while they conduct an operation against military targets, against terrorists? Of course they need to stay at someone's home. Again, you don't want these things to happen? Perfect. I'm with you. I don't want these things to happen as well. Don't attack Israelis. Don't attack Jews. Very simple. No checkpoints are needed. Everybody can live in peace, side by side. But we are not the problem. The Palestinians are.
Fuck the PA. No, that one. Yeah. And then it says just Hamas. And like the Qassam Brigade.
They blew for the Jubilee.
Indian.
48. Yeah, keep getting that.
Namaste.
Namaste.
شافوكم معنا
بس ما شفنا جيش
هم شافوكم على الكاميرا
Did you see cameras?
No, but he said like everybody told us that there's cameras inside.
هم
Yeah. I'm parched. These vests, man. You sweat your balls off in them. في صحفيين هون ولا بس احنا؟
ما بعرف بس انتوا
فيش يهود صحفيين لا
Doesn't look like a war zone. Doesn't look like a place for refugees. Doesn't look like a place where people suffer. Looks like a pretty peaceful place if you ask me. And that's what I'm sick and tired. These guys are just ready with their cameras and phones to say, look at the atrocities that took place here, completely ignoring the context that took place with the terrorists living in Tulkarm, the terrorists living in Ramallah, the terrorists living in Jenin. They always seek to drop that part out of the video. I'll attach the full video in the description below so you can watch the full video and decide for yourself. The place doesn't seem destroyed to me. Maybe there's a little bit of damage because of the raids of the IDF against the terrorists. There was a big operation to siege weapons, siege explosives, and of course arrest terrorists that risked Israeli civilians. But again, I don't understand the point of this video. It says complete destruction, yet nothing seems to be destroyed. What are you talking about? What is this clickbait title? Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I just opened a Discord. It's going to be attached in the description below. Please don't forget to join and be a part of the community. If you want to support me financially, you can do so through Buy Me Coffee or Patreon down in the links in the description. And I'll see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.